Welcome back to the wildlands, and tonight I'm buying my perennial kale, one of our many perennial kales. I'm going to show you how to propagate them to get free perennial kale. One of the reasons we grow perennial kale, apart from the fact that we love to eat it, is for this reason. Our chickens love it, it's one of their favourites. So there's two ways of propagating kales and Cavolo Nero. So this one is a kale. So the first method is just cut off a stem with some leaves like that. So we've got three here, so we might as well use those three like so. I'm just going to pull off the branches from the side. Take half that leaf off. So method one is to get some compost in a pot and just poke your kales in and then firm up around the outside. Keep it moist but not wet. We'll come back to those in a few weeks and see how they're doing. The second method is we've got our stems, and you can see the nodal places where the leaves used to grow, and basically you want them the right way up, so you'll notice it's like a V shape with two pointy edges, so that's the upright. If you had a single point that way, then that would be the wrong way up. So what we're going to do with those is we're just going to cut them roughly below a node, and they're on alternating nodes, so I think we'll go for like 1.5 inch pieces, and they're quite caney, so they're going to shoot around a bit. Gather up all your bits that were shot around your potting bench and then put them the right way up. Down in the food forest now, and this is Cavolo Nero, which is very similar to kale but can be propagated in the same way. So if you're a bit further forward in the season, you can take off side shoots such as this one when it's a little bit bigger, but I'm going to take these off now because Missy doesn't want me to chop it off here because it's in flower and she wants to collect the seeds. Here in the depths of the wildflower garden, which is looking very grassy at the moment, we've got some more perennial kale, the same type as the chickens were eating earlier. So I'm going to nab a bit of that while Missy's not looking. So I'm definitely going to take the side shoot. Got lots of side shoots here of this kale. I'm going to pop them straight into pots. Lovely kale. Just going to firm these down so that the compost is around the nodal nodules, ready for watering. We can move them out of the way. Got our perennial kale ends, so some of them, let's take some of these leaves off, make them a bit shorter. Cavolo Nero side shoots I'm just going to pop in the same 1-2, firming them down. So we ended up with 9 cuttings in pots, 3 in each pot, and then we've got 33 nodal cuttings of the perennial kale, and then we got 6 or 7 cuttings of the Cavolo Nero, which are all in here. So lastly, make sure you label them and date them so you can see how you're doing. So I'm just going to put 1 in here, put it at the back, and then I've got Cavolo on that side, 1 for each pot. Arguably you could leave these outside as they're hardy, but I'm going to pop mine in the greenhouse and then I can keep an eye on them and make sure they're nicely watered. So the chickens are super excited at the prospect of even more kale to eat in the next couple of months. So that's a bit of a result. So I'll come back in 4 to 6 weeks and we'll see how the rooting is on those different methods of propagation of Cavolo Nero and perennial kale. And if you've got any comments on how you might propagate your kales, any success stories or failures, let me know in the comments. As always, thanks very much for watching us on the Wildlands Garden. And if you want more propagation tips, plant hacks, food forest information and how to set up a market garden, make sure you subscribe to our channel. That looks really tasty. Look, there's none left on there. We've eaten it all. No, there's nothing left. The chickens and I will see you very soon from the Wildlands Garden. Thanks for watching. Ciao.